Hey, and welcome to today's vlog. Now, I don't usually talk about like technology announcements. I don't usually talk about anything that's technology related. I mean, yeah, I like occasionally talk about things or answer questions about them. But yeah, last night the PS4 was announced. PlayStation 4, for those who don't know what it stands for, and it's one of these one of the biggest announcements of the year, supposedly, for one of the next gen consoles. Now, I did not know until last night that it was being announced. This is how much attention I pay to sort of next-gen things and gaming consoles. Now, I'm still a gamer, I still do odd bits of gaming, but no, I don't do it to such heights that I used to. But last night the PS4 was announced, and there's a lot of raving going on about how it's going to be one of the new next-gen consoles, along with the Xbox 720 whenever that's going to be announced, even though it's not, people don't know it's going to be called that yet, but it's highly likely it is. It's PS4 is going to be one of the next gen consoles, and it's going to have all these big bloody sort of specs and bigger specs, and its codename is Jaguar or something, but it's got all these fancy specs which, to be honest, I've looked at and I know sort of what they mean, but really I haven't paid any attention to it at all. I really don't care about what specs they have in. All I know is it's going to be a next gen console, and that it's going to be sort of the next thing to make you spend your money. But I've just been looking at it, and to me it's just another console that costs a lot of money. Obviously it's going to be able to power bigger and better games. It's going to be have more RAM. Apparently it's going to be bigger, more powerful than the Xbox when that gets announced, supposedly. But no one knows that yet. However, I don't think I will be getting it. I think there's a few sort of cons to it, despite sort of how amazing it's going to be. Yet again, with the PS4, apparently there's going to be no backwards compatibility. No backwards compatibility means you can't play previous games on the PS4, which in a way makes PS3 is sort of obsolete. Even though, if that makes sense, even though PS3 will still be around. Like I had a PS3, I had it for a good 4 or 5 years, and then it broke, and I haven't had one now for about 2, 3 years. So I decided to buy an Xbox 360. Purely because it's got better features. I just think it's better, and considering I'm a PlayStation guy, I've always sort of played on PlayStation. I've always had it since my childhood, ever since the big cuboid, then the PS1, then the PS2 Slimline, PS3. But I don't think I will be getting the PS4 because there's no backwards compatibility. I mean, I sold all my games for PS3 anyway, apart from the GTA Grand Theft Autos. Because I always keep the Grand Theft Auto games, regardless if I can play them or not. I love Grand Theft Auto. It's my sort of strongest point of gaming, something I'm really good at. But there's going to be no backwards compatibility, which I think is an absolute massive con. So all these people have invested all this money in PS3, all the games which now cost 40, 50 quid a piece sometimes. Now all of a sudden are just going to be worthless because the PS4 has a load of new games coming out. Even though the technology is going to be better games, I don't really see what's going to be necessary other than unless it's like a MMO, not multi-one, like an RPG role-playing game where it's like a bigger area. I don't know. I really can't see what the bigger thing is, other than like graphics and things. But to be honest, some of the best games are the games that don't have the best graphics. So that's one of the cons. Another con apparently is going to be the price. Now, I know that next gen consoles are going to be locked because basically all they're going to be are now basically computers that you play games on. So the price is going to be a bit bigger. The first rumoured reports out that it was going to be about £300, £299. However, people have stuck a dollar price tag on it at $400 to $500, and somehow they've got the English price tag out of it. It's going to be about £469. Nearly £500 for a games console. I mean, there wasn't even that much for the bloody PS2 or the PS3 put together, I don't think, when they first came out. Obviously, it's a few years on now, but nearly £500 for a bloody PS4 next-gen console. I mean, personally, I will not be buying that. I know I'm going to spend that much and more on a camera. However, that's different to a games console, and really, I just don't get it. Really, I don't get the price. Obviously with bigger specs and stuff, but obviously it's just the new technology. But it's just, I don't know, everything seems too expensive these days, and the games are likely to be about £55, £60 each as well. Which is just, everything's just money these days, really. And personally, I'm going to wait for the Xbox 720 to be announced before I make any judgment on what games console I might get, because the 720 might have backwards compatibility. There we go. And if it is, I'll probably get the Xbox, even though I'm a PlayStation guy. I just don't. There's nothing. Just looking at it, sort of the quick overview of the PS4, nothing's really caught my attention. Like, if I can't even think if they made it so like you could, I don't really know. I can't even think of an example. That's why there's no sort of, I don't know really. There'll be obviously bigger gaming nerds than me who can look at it and go, oh yeah, the specs this and specs that. I don't care, to be honest. It's just a games console now. That sort of stage of my life, it isn't dying off as such. I still play games, like I said, but not something I'm majorly interested in. So that's my thoughts and opinions. A very, very quick overview. I've not done much research on it because I've only just found out that it got released last night, or the announcement for it, not the actual thing. It's due to get released in the final quarter, is it the fourth quarter of this year, which is obviously should be the final quarter, sort of winter, but no doubt it'll probably get delayed. Hopefully that GTA 5 comes out before next gen consoles, because that would be good. Because I really want to play GTA 5, and that's delayed till September, so hopefully they aren't delaying it for the next gen consoles, because that would be a bastard. It means I have to buy a console just to play GTA 5. So yeah, thanks for watching. Tell me what you think. If you heard about the PS4 announcement, tell me what you think, and I guess I'll see you in tomorrow's vlog.